why is Shawfire actually any good? Like, what separates us as an agency? The main thing that separates any agency from another is the people that you're working with. How much do they actually care about what it is that you're doing? Now, I know that's a really difficult one for you to know. Like, how do you know that I'm not just talking a lot of nonsense? One of the best things about us, Shawfire, is that how to scale an agency, you want to systematize your service as much as you can. You want to productize your service so that if you take your service and you pick it up and put it into any e-commerce business, you can basically run it the exact same way, and you've got systems and processes in place for everything. That's how you scale an agency. You productize it and you take it from one business to another. It's great for us because then it's really easy to run, and then any problems that you run into or any situations or anything like that, you've already got a solution sorted for it. That's what's good about an agency. It's productized, and so you can just apply it to any business. Why that's bad for you is because if you've got a business that isn't just kind of generic and, you know, you've got like very good product market fit and you're actually competing with other brands, you need to find a way to stand out. That doesn't really vibe with an agency. It doesn't really gel, those two things, where an agency wants to keep things systematized and productized, and then you want to operate outside of those confines a little bit. So that's why I think some brand owners get a little bit frustrated with agencies, because if there's something that is bending those processes a little bit or causing them to break, agencies won't do it. And that's where we've been different many times. Now, it does get frustrating for us, I'm not going to lie, and we do like to have systems in place because a good agency needs them. But one of the benefits of working with us is that we're not super rigid. We're quite small and we're quite scrappy to the point where we can bend our processes and they don't break. They do take us a bit of extra time, but we absorb that cost. We absorb it. And that's one of the benefits of working with us. So we're still small, we're still an agency, we're still a company that runs on systems and processes, but we're small enough that we can bend our own processes without breaking. And that is where we really fit into those brands, where it's not just like a generic kind of churning system, let's call it, where you get customers in and we blast out emails to them, and then we just keep doing that rinse and repeat. To me, it's not really building a brand that way. It's just kind of like taking a piece of the demand from the market and then fulfilling it. Building a brand to me is a little bit different, and I think it requires you to bend those processes and do things a little bit differently. So we work with a lot of our clients in that way, and they're very grateful for it. My main role in Shawfire these days is managing the team and the strategy and whatever else. I oversee that, but the main thing is the systems that we've built and the creative processes that we've got in place as well to produce that result for our clients. So our clients come to us, and when you start working with us, it's basically like plug and play. You just tell us you want to work with us, fill out a few bits and bobs information about your brand, then we take that and we build an entire strategy, and we've already got the systems in place to run it, maintain it, and make it as easy for you as possible to approve what it is that we're sending, approve the content that we've got going out. And it's really easy. Like I say, it's plug and play, but it's, you know, it's not software. It's a team of people who know what it is that they're doing, know how to take your brand, all the brand elements, plug it into our system, bend and weave and bob when we need to, and then produce a result that works for everybody. So our systems are fantastic. It's because I designed them myself, and I'm a systems guy. I like making systems. I like making things efficient. But again, not to the point where you take the soul out of something, because then it gets a bit boring and it gets a little bit, you get in a rut kind of thing. One of the most important in 2026 and beyond is the creativity. So again, it's very easy to get lazy these days and to just simply say to Claude, I want to send an email. What do I send? Who do I send it to? What segment? What should the subject line, the header, and all this be? But if everybody starts doing that, do you not think that everyone's content is just going to sound the same? And again, really soulless. Like, everyone's just going to end up with the same content strategies and whatever else. And I think the third thing that's most important is human creativity. I'm not going to lie, we use AI. Of course we do. Everybody uses AI. You'd be stupid not to these days, but you can't rely on it completely. Everybody knows that as well. But what does it mean? Well, the way that we work at Shawfire, we start with the human creativity first, and then we scale that creativity with AI, or we review it and we, I guess, analyze it, if you like, with AI. But we have to start with humans first. I always say this, I've said it a million times. I believe human creativity is going to always outcompete AI. AI is good for efficiency and good for scaling, but if you really want to do something unique, if you really want to do something that is going to make you stand out, you have to think of it yourself. It has to come from up here. And I believe that this organ that we've got in our heads is the number one tool that you can use to actually stand out and be creative, think outside the box, and then use AI to scale whatever it is that you've got. So that's one thing that we're good at as well. I've created our own strategies that nobody else is using, created our own types of emails that nobody else has thought of. Like, that's all come from my own brain, which I'm very pleased to say. And our team has taken that and applied it to the clients that we work with. and it keeps things fresh, it keeps them interesting, it keeps them performing, which is the main thing. Like, it keeps the content that we send actually performing in terms of the customers buying from us and opening and clicking, because it's not just like we're in a constant rut of sending the same stuff constantly, which is a little bit easy to fall into these days with AI. We don't do that. So that's another benefit of working with us, is the creative side. We're creative first, human first, and then AI afterwards. Those are the main benefits of working with us. We are reliable, we care about you, we actually bend to fit you rather than the other way around as much as we can, obviously without breaking. I can't promise the world, but we'll do our absolute best, more than a cookie cutter agency will. Second is the systems that we've got in place. They're bulletproof. They're just so good. They're so good. They're so efficient. And then the third is the creative element as well that we bring to the table. That is going to be what determines how your content actually lands with your customer and how it performs. And we do it across so many different niches and industries. And that, again, gives us more creative ideas. And then we use the systems and we use the tools like AI to scale that across your brand. So thank you for watching. If you've got any questions, if you want to learn more, if you want to book a call, that's the best way to get in touch, actually. Just book a call and then we can speak face to face, and you can take measure of me, take measure of what it is that I say to you based on your own brand as well. And that's pretty much it. I can't promise I'll be here because I'm going to be leaving here soon, but I just wanted to film this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the view, and I will see you on the call. Bye.